Did Drake hook up with Kim K?
Plus, did Lili Reinhart and Cole Sprouse really split up?
And is Pete Davidson a groomzilla?
And you guys, those are not even all the rumors we're talking about on today's show. It is jam-packed, and we're going to have the breakdown right now on Rumor Patrol.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Rumor Patrol. I hope you had a wonderful week last week since the last time that we hung out.
Last weekend, if you live in America, was Labor Day weekend.
I
was laboring all over the place.
Yeah.
I need to get some R&R this weekend.
I feel like I was working the whole time. But before we continue, shout out to Brianna De La Paz, because
you girl!
Last week at the end of the episode, we said that there was something different about the episode, and I said leave a comment, and the first person you'll get a shout out. And so she noticed, she said something different about the episode was that you both had the Rumor Patrol card upside down. I love you both.
And it was definitely not done intentionally, but thank you for your attention to detail. We really appreciate it.
We appreciate that.
We also, I guess we don't really appreciate rumors, but the whole purpose of this show is to shut them down. And what are we starting off with?
Kourtney Kardashian, is she back with her ex Eunice?
Ooh.
All right, Jocelyn.
Yes.
So it was really dramatic when they broke up. He was in Mexico with another girl and all this different stuff. But is it true that Kourtney is back with Eunice?
First off, Eunice, love your name. Love what you're working with. Second off, I just want to say this at the top of this entire segment of the episode. The Kardashians have their own show. The show is used to showcase anything they want to. Otherwise, I feel like pretty much anything else out there is rumor.
Yeah.
Or something they don't want the world to know.
Right.
Okay, so this is actually a two-parter. Let's start off with the first rumor surrounding Kourtney this week. This comes from NW. We're loving NW down in Australia,
by the way. Australia.
The headline reads, "Courts rush to rehab. I need to get help." So it sounds like they have a quote from Kourtney, "I need to get help." That alone makes me crack up. There's no way that that is actually happening. Anything Kourtney wants to put out there, she's gonna do on her own show, because we've already learned that's what they always do. So the outlet said, quote, "It's all become a bit too much for poor Kourt. She's feeling so low, she's preemptively checking herself into a rehab retreat before she suffers a complete Yeezy-style breakdown. She's carting herself off to a luxury treatment center in LA. She refuses to call it rehab, but that's what it is. She needs a little me time to recollect herself and work out her problems. She's under a lot of pressure to be the perfect mom and big sister and to keep her figure in shape. Everything is collapsing on her at once. Anyone would crack." Okay, here's the thing.
They just really kept talking there.
Want to guarantee that this is not rehab, A.
Yeah.
B, this is probably like a really nice hotel.
Totally.
Where they have yoga classes and meditation
Exactly.
and healthy food. And you guys, those are kind of aplenty surrounding Los
Right.
Angeles.
If that's rehab, then I go to rehab every day when I go to Equinox, because it just has
Same.
like
Steam room, it brings me back to life. There's actually a place I've been dying to go to right outside of LA called Golden Door.
Oh.
And it's this amazing retreat where you go for a week and you eat healthy food and work out and, you know, just have like great conversations with people.
But is the door actually golden?
I don't know. I'll let you know if I ever get in the door. So that's not the only part of this rumor that's actually ridiculous. The second part, well, maybe not that ridiculous, is the fact that Kourtney is apparently back with her ex, Eunice, which you referenced their breakup.
Yeah.
That was some drama.
It was some drama, and it was crazy because around the same time, Kourtney Kardashians was premiering, and then that very first episode, Scott was talking, or they asked Scott if he would ever see himself with Kourtney in the future. So it was all like, whoa, what's happening?
It was all very well orchestrated. If Kris Jenner had her finger on that, girlfriend, you're a freaking genius. So Kourtney and Eunice have broken up. The sisters were all over that drama.
Yeah.
I think Kim was even posting about it on socials. This story comes to us via Radar Online. Their headline reads, "Exclusive Desperate Housewives, Kourtney hooking up with cheating ex Eunice again, and her family is furious." So the source, whoever that is, told the outlet, quote, "They are definitely hooking up again, and that the two were spotted on a date night in Malibu Monday night." Then they said that she is, quote, "desperate right now. She can't really be alone." The source also added that everyone knows how Kourtney's sisters feel about this, and that Kim and Khloe, quote, "think she is foolish for even thinking about taking him back after what he did to her." But then wait for it.
Yeah.
Photos, yes, you guys, did surface. So even though I'm always super skeptical about these sources,
I thought it was fake at first. I really did.
Photos did surface of Kourtney and Eunice together out but people close to the pair are saying that they're just friends. I mean, when you're with someone for that long, you can't really just like turn it off. It's very common that any couple, not just celebrity couples, keep their relationships a lingering for maybe years, honestly.
I mean, I get that. It's just all about what's the intention behind, the reuniting of that. Because I believe that exes can be friends. One, this is a little fresh though.
Yeah.
So what was the reasoning like behind them getting together again?
Well, some sources are saying that Kourtney just needs closure. So maybe that was the conversation that they were having. Not really sure. I wasn't with them on this outing. But I also think that's very common.
Yeah.
And if you are going to try to get a closure conversation with someone, you might not want to have them like in your house. That might be too weird to have them at home with you. You might want to go somewhere publicly. Who really knows?
I don't trust him. I really don't.
No, I don't think so either. I think it's weird to have a girl with you on a boys' trip. Just throwing that out there. Anywho, is it true that Kourtney and Eunice are back together? True, but it's friendship.
Yes.
We think. Moving on to another super rich rumor this week.
Yes.
Such a good one. So much speculation surrounding this. Is it true that Drake hooked up with Kim Kardashian? For
First
some
of
reason,
all,
if she was single, I could have seen this couple happening. Hot couple.
that would be a very hot couple. The kids would be freaking adorable. I mean, she already has beautiful kids.
I mean, her and Kanye are hot.
Anybody she has kids with will be gorgeous. Anyway, point being, this rumor came out of left field, and we were all shook it when it dropped. And I love a good Twitter thread. Lord knows I do. And this thread was long as heck. Okay, so some of the things that were of particular interest from the thread. One, Kiki, and then you know the song.
Oh
Kiki,
my gosh, I hadn't even thought about that until now. Do you think it's about her?
Well, if according
I
to
thought
this
it was about
theory,
like a stripper or something.
so Kiki is actually Kim's nickname with her close family and friends, and she also has a lipstick shade called Kiki. The interesting thing though is in the video, Lala plays Kiki, and I know Lala is friends with Kardashian.
You're right.
So
she would never do that.
No,
yeah.
No. So that's the one thing that kind of puts a wrench into this theory. But there's more. So number two. Drake allegedly played Kanye the then released March 14th where he talks about his son, and apparently Kanye played the song for Pusha T, which betrayed Drake's trust in him, and Pusha T dissed Drake in Infrared. Drake then released Duppy Freestyle, which is a diss track on both Pusha T and Kanye, and then Pusha responded with the story of Adidon coming out with Drake's secret son before he could, which that's when we all found out that Drake had a son.
This is insane.
So then, you remember after that, people were like, oh, well, if Pusha is going to release this info about your son, you need to drop a diss track. And then pretty much people were saying that Drake didn't drop that because he would end Kanye if he dropped the diss track. Everybody was like, what are you talking about?
I don't know if that's
a
possible.
cop-out, right? So now, that's why this theory came back. So Drake didn't respond, but the rumor has it that it was because he had something on Kanye that would ruin him, which would make sense if he actually hooked up with Kim. And number three, and by the way, I'm only giving like 3 of these.
There's a lot more.
There's a lot. It's like, it's too much to do in one episode.
It's way too much.
But number 3, Kim and Drake live very close to each other, and in a feature on Travis Scott's song Sicko Mode, Drake raps, quote, I crept down the block, made a right, cut the lights, paid the price. And the funny thing is, then this, you're like, oh, okay, cool. If you look, because in the Twitter thread, they had a map of where Kim's house is. And where Drake's house is. And from where Drake's house is, you would have to make a right down the street to get to Kim's house. It's literally like 5 houses down, so I'm like,
But here's the crazy thing, is when everyone was talking about like, oh, Drake revealed that he had a secret son months ago, I'm like, LOL, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
Every word and every lyric of every song he puts out has a meaning behind it, including this. And the whole thing of his son's name being released in a song like, last year, whatever, is still so mind-blowing, so many goosebumps, so freaking genius.
A couple things though.
But the Lala thing alone to me,
the Lala thing, she would not be in that video. And 2, like, yes, Kiki is like the one that everybody talks about because that's the first name he says. But he also says Brisha in the song. He says other names besides just Kiki, but I get it. Moving on. Sources told TMZ that while the two have mutual friends and are cordial, and we're talking about Drake and Kim, they've never had a personal friendship or relationship, and now Kim herself is calling BS on the whole theory because the Shade Room posted a video on Instagram discussing it, and Kim was quick to comment, quote, never happened, end of story.
I love it. I love Kim so much.
Shutting down the rumors.
When she's like, not true, not true, not true. But then also the other thing I love about her is she'll be like, yeah, I did do that. Yeah, that happened. Whatever. So I trust her.
Well, it's funny
her
because
when
if
she
you've
says
noticed,
stuff.
there's been a shift, I feel like, over the past maybe 5 years. Because remember, it used to be with the Kardashians, if a rumor came out, it would kind of linger. You don't, like, think about Kylie's lip injections, like whatever she did, like she didn't really deny it, but she wouldn't address it for years. And then now they're just so transparent with everything, which I love, because just squash it or just let us just be real.
Agree. I agree 100%.
Speaking of being real, Kanye hopped on Twitter again.
Oh gosh.
And this was early Wednesday morning, and he said, sending good energy and love to Drake and family and crew. I haven't seen the show in person, but the images look incredible online. I understand where the confusion started. And this is another like long thread, and I'm not reading all of them. But another said, I never listened to either diss track that followed, but I did hear quotes from both songs after they were released. I did not have any conversations about your child with Pusha. I don't play with the idea of people's children after I spoke to Wiz a few years earlier. I understand Pusha's issues as a man. If someone mentions your fiance, men go mask off. I've done the same myself at times. I love you and I love Pusha, and we all have an admiration for each other's craft. This is all Jedi level. I will be coming to your show within the next 7 days to give love and be inspired by the art you have created.
7 days.
The fact
I love all of this. I think it's great. I do love the fact that people can take control of the story themselves on social media. That's the beauty of it. Granted, like this whole story got started on Twitter, so it does kind of suck. But when is Pusha gonna say something? I want to know his side of this.
The funniest part of all of this is, I just remember when the story of Adidon came out, people were saying Drake's over, and I just think it's hilarious that people actually thought that, because literally he dropped this album and it was like
the biggest thing that's ever happened.
Like what?
So is it true that Drake hooked up with Kim? I'm gonna say because of the Lala thing alone, this is totally false. Okay, moving along. This one just makes me laugh thinking about it.
So many rumors today.
I know, it's crazy. This one's funny. Is it true, because it's so stupid, is it true that Ariana Grande is furious with Pete Davidson and his Bridezilla or Groomzilla?
First of all, I've never heard of a Groomzilla.
It's not a thing. Is it? I don't know.
I mean, it could be. If there's someone who's like that passionate about the wedding. I don't know. Would I be a Groomzilla? I could be, now that I think about it.
I mean, I definitely would not be a Bridezilla, but I probably
But you
would.
know what the thing is? And then we'll get to the rumor, I swear.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about this. The wedding, I believe, is important, but I'm more about like the reception and the party. Like the wedding's just like the motions, and then I'm ready to get to it.
I mean, all of it is like kind of dumb to me. I mean,
Yeah.
I love marriage. And all of that, I think it's very special and wonderful. Totally
I just don't want to
into it.
drop like thousands and thousands of dollars.
No. I can't do it. It's just not, and I've been to some really nice weddings that I've loved, but it's just not me.
Yeah, all you have to do
Bring
is
me a
say,
taco truck. Let's call it a
hey,
day.
we'll post on Instagram if you give us everything for free. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Spawn me. Okay, so what's the deal with Ariana?
Okay, so Life in Style posted this exclusive article titled, Poor Ariana Grande, Pete Davidson has turned into the quote, ultimate groomzilla while planning their wedding.
Literally, I just yawned while you were saying
So, first of all, celebrity relationships, I will be so annoyed because literally there's a different headline about you every single day, and I can't imagine what's that, like,
what is the silliest? I'm sure that
just like on the last one where I talked about how I love that Kim and Kylie and all of them debunk all these rumors all the time, but you have to think like
Ariana does sometimes too, actually, which I love.
But you can't debunk all of them. Like you have to, and it has to be exhausting. But here's what it says in the article: will they make it down the aisle? Ariana Grande is definitely shaking her head from side to side.
Oh gosh.
After leaving her fiance Pete Davidson in charge of wedding planning, the Saturday Night Live star 24 is talking about flying their family and friends out to Hawaii, having Drake perform, and ordering designer tracksuits for his groomsmen. An insider tells Life in Style exclusively.
So he just wants to like wear a tracksuit and do Drake in Hawaii. Like, can I be your groomsman?
I'm so confused. There's nothing about that sounds like groomzilla at all. That just seems like they want to have a nice wedding.
Unless you're like, and it has to be piped with gold thread. And at this very no, this sounds pretty cool.
Literally nothing about that sentence seems bad. So then I was like, okay, there has to be more to the story, right? So I keep reading, and it says, yikes. We know Pete's style is quirky, but designer tracksuits for a wedding? Gross. To make matters worse, the insider adds that Ariana is picking up the tab.
What's wrong with that? Who cares?
I'm so confused. about this.
Also, what's wrong with tracksuits? I love tracksuits.
I think that's creative.
Me too. Maybe
they're
it's
young.
Maybe it's for the reception, or maybe this whole story's fake.
I'm so confused. Okay, so the pop star, 25, recently purchased a $60 million pad for the pair in New York City. Has, quote, given Pete a taste of the good life, and it's turned him into the ultimate groomzilla. And then there's a similar article in Touch that claims he wants to control the location, music, and food. He's turned into a total groomzilla. So there's two articles that are kind of saying the same thing, but honestly, they haven't really said that he's yelled at anybody. That he, when I've seen like Bridezilla. What's that show? Is that Say Yes to the Dress? Or no?
Yeah, Say Yes.
Is there a Bridezilla show too? Or
I
something?
don't know.
Anyway, I've seen some show randomly when I was flipping through channels and I watched like 20 minutes of it. Anyway, it can be extreme, and I understand when there's pressure and you want to have what you want, but nothing in this article, either article, gives me enough to call Pete Davidson a groomzilla.
Absolutely not. He just sounds like a groom who actually has a few great ideas. Plus, Ariana Grande, wasn't she just like gushing about loving wedding planning on Good Morning America?
So on Good Morning America, she said, we've been planning, my friends and I, my mom, and everybody have been like brainstorming and sharing ideas and stuff. It's really fun. I work so much. I've never spent this much time or energy planning something personal that like feeds my soul so much in my heart. I'm so excited.
LOL to life and style is all I have to say. Is it true that Pete Davidson is like a groomzilla and Ariana Grande is totally stressed? Hashtag opposite day. This is so false.
What? There's a fourth rumor?
There's a fourth bonus rumor.
Okay, so this rumor kind of shook our world. Is it true that Lili Reinhart broke up with Cole Sprouse?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this all got started thanks to Instagram. I feel like social media is where all of these rumors
like
get
a
started.
fan did this, or?
Let me tell you. So Camila Mendez, who as you guys know is one of the stars of Riverdale, along with Cole and Lily, posted a photo on Labor Day over the weekend, hanging out with some friends as well as some Riverdale co-stars. This is the photo she posted to IG. It was captioned Labor Day Getaway. Obviously, you can see Cole in the photo and Charles Melton. But even though KJ wasn't there, he did hop into the comment section to stir up some dramas. He said, OMG, Cole's not sitting next to Lily. Now, obviously, that one comment wasn't saying anything.
Yeah.
It was super funny, super silly. They get that the fandom is obsessed with them.
Right.
But then Lily hopped on the comment bandwagon to say, quote, they must have broken up with a magnifying glass and a side eye. Clearly, you guys, very, very clearly.
I don't know.
They are joking.
I don't know.
Very clearly they are joking. But fans started to freak the freak out in the comment section. Like, some people just take everything so incredibly literally, which is kind of concerning to me. I mean, I don't get how anyone would believe that this is true. Now, so many fans believe she was serious, but they both opened up that their relationship is private. That's how they want to keep it. And they also hate when other people chime in. So I think this was just Lily giving all those nosy people something to obsess about. Also, for those people wondering, why wasn't Lily sitting next to him? Did they break up? She was in North Carolina with her family on a boat or something, just living her own best life.
You know, first of all, if Lily and Cole were to break up, I feel like we wouldn't know for a very long time.
No, we would have no idea. Maybe they're not even together. We just
they may not be together. Like, and so they are so private, and they've gotten a little more public with their relationship over the past couple of months. But if they were to break up, I feel like they wouldn't tell a single soul and just let it be, and then randomly we would see Cole or Lily in a new relationship.
Exactly.
And be like, what's going on?
They broke up. But is it true that this whole Instagram thing is confirming that they did break up? You guys, false.
I mean, technically, we don't really know.
Technically, we have no idea, but they did go to the Met Gala together, so.
So we'll say false.
Wow. Just so much richness to go through today.
So much.
I'm still thinking about the Kiki and Drake thing. I'm still lolzing over all of the rumors that get started on social media. You know people care about you, though, when they start rumors about you off of what you tweet. No one's ever started a rumor about me.
Please don't start any rumors.
I mean, there's nothing interesting going on in my life. So.
Oh God! No, it was definitely it was a fun week for rumors.
It definitely was. You guys hit the comments. Let us know if you have any new theories, and of course, come on back next week because you know where we'll be.
Where?
Right here.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.
I was trying to do like patty cake, but I guess you can't really do it like backwards. Anyway, guys, click right over here to see if Lana Condor and Noah Centineo are really dating in real life.